This is Morten from English. We are again in HP's wonderful, I was just about to say booth, but it's actually a hall. The only of the exhibitors that have a hall for themselves. But what they do here is also that they combine a lot of different technologies, and they also have a lot of partners here. So very exciting. I'm with my good friend Gershon. Gershon, hey. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Morten.
I mean, every time I meet you, I always feel that I get a lot of inspiration, because the way that you think IT into the printing industry, and how you have over the years been able to formulate print OS and how you integrate it into many different services is quite unique, I would say. So congratulations on that anyway.
Thank you, thank you.
Here at the show, I knew that before we actually got to the show, you already said that you had like, I think it was 8 different production setup where you show both the IT side, the printing side, the robot side to it. So let's start with something that we're going to show here today.
Right.
So what is this?
So here is just one example. You know, I would start maybe with one sentence about the vision, right? We are trying to automate the entire production floor. Unfortunately, it's not very unique vision, right? But we really mean it, right? So the way we do it is by automating separate solutions, independent solutions, and then chaining them together to create flexible but automated line. And here in this example, we show here the books on demand flow, which starts with someone who is ordering a book online through some brand, and this brand is submitting the orders to SiteFlow, which does the routing, the batching, the pre-press, going to the new Indigo 120K with all its automation capabilities of non-stop feeding, inspection, quality, calibration. Then pallet is going on the AMR to the guillotine. We set up the guillotine automatically through direct to finish. And then again, the robot is taking it to Horizon, in which through IceLink we are connected and also setting it up automatically. And then reconciliation, shipping, and it gets the customer gets the order.
And you first just spoke about the vision, but this is actually taking place right now.
Right, yeah. So we are demonstrating 8 production lines like this, and this is all real and happening here on the floor.
And one thing you forgot to mention, the print OS in the middle, right?
Yeah. So yes,
that's your baby, right?
So everything is being, I would say, managed and monitored by PrintOS. PrintOS is connected both to HP devices, like we've always been with PrintBit, but now look that PrintOS is also connected to non-HP devices, and this is through ProductionBit. We will talk probably about it later.
I mean, so when we are going to see the next step in this 4-step video, where should we go to the next? What is next?
So next step, let's go to the ProductionBit.
So should we fly there?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. We are back. I mean, isn't it amazing to fly around the booth like this?
Very fast.
I wish it worked on the entire Drupa. My feet would be much better.
Absolutely.
But now we are here at one of your computer stations.
At the ProductionBit, which, as you can see, monitor your entire production floor. I'm showing here, actually, this is PrintBit. PrintBit is the most popular application on PrintOS, and it monitors in real time and a long time the production. The customer said, this is fantastic, but you know, Gershon, we have more than just the HP equipment. We have some competitor equipment, and we have finishing equipment. You don't have any
competitors, do you?
We do have.
Oh,
we do have. We were surprised too, but we do have.
Okay.
So what we are now showing is ProductionBit. So ProductionBit, and again, this is all live. Everything that I show here, these are devices connected to PrintOS here at the show.
And so, sorry to interrupt, so when you say connected, is it a cable or is it wireless or how does it work?
Fantastic question. Let me show you. Let me show you. So, what you can see here is the robotic arm from IMA, and here you can see the box. No, come closer, come to this angle, exactly. So this box is PrintOS connected. So what we are showing here, basically this box is connected to the sensors of the robotic arm. we are connected directly to the sensors, and then we are this box is connected to the central computer here at the site, and this computer is connected to the cloud. This is how you get this information on that station.
So this is an example for a third party, but if it was an Indigo, it would have been built in the box, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All the Indigo presses have PLCs, and this is how we do print beat. Now we have to do external PLC to connect to the device.
Yeah.
By the way, we can also connect to the device through API. So if the device has API, we don't need that box.
Okay.
We can connect it directly to the API. But then you should ask me, what if the device has no sensors at all?
Okay, so Gershon, what would you do if the sensor has no device?
Fantastic question. So let me show you. So it's here. So you see another box.
Yeah.
Looks similar, right?
Yeah.
But this time, what's this? It's a sensor.
Okay.
So if the device does not have sensors, what we do is we are connecting our own sensors, and so for example, in this case, this is it can be a motion sensor.
Can I see it, or?
It can be So
Okay. Yeah.
so this is just one sensor standing on connected to this stand.
Yeah.
And then if I go and open this device detail, reset, right? And then I move my hand like this.
So this is simply a very simple sensor for counting
Right.
whatever.
So this is counting. We have vision sensors. We have motion sensors, right? So we can connect as many sensors as we want, connect it to the device, and then what we will get from that device is, and let's look, for example, at the Carlville, okay, the Carlville coater. So you can see here the state distribution when the machine was turned on this morning, how much it worked when, right? We can go into the details here. You can see exactly when it worked. You can see the history this week. You can see the overall numbers. There's a lot of information. And this is, this is the infrastructure. Data collection is the infrastructure for full site automation.
I remember when we met in Indianapolis, you said to me, everybody talks about workflow automation, but you said our workflow automation is on a new level, right?
Right, it is. We say it's intelligent automation. And intelligent automation, unlike regular automation in which you walk into a supermarket, the door open, this is regular automation. Here, our automation is collecting data, analyzing the data, getting the insights from the data, and then through system integration, we take an action. So now take these 5 steps. You can see in here, we are collecting data from the device, we are analyzing that data, we reach the insights, and then through the integration with PrintOS, we give you the data and we give you recommendations and actions.
And I think that for people watching this, it must be great to know that being vendor agnostic basically means that the PrintOS can become center core of any production.
Exactly, that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's exactly the goal.
Yeah. So we are obviously in a digital space. Does this also? I mean, I know an arm can be also seen as let's say an analog because it has movements and all that. But does it mean that you can even take analog offset presses?
Absolutely.
And yeah.
Any device. I tell customers, I can measure your coffee machine. I can measure everything. It's just a PLC connected to a sensor, but it's very generic.
And when you do this, of course, it needs some kind of programming from your side, not from the customer side, but when you connect the sensor, it needs to understand what it actually is measuring, right?
Right, yeah. Absolutely. And we work with the vendor, right? We work with each and every vendor here, to connect to the right place and to be able to interpret that data and to present it in a meaningful way.
Mm. I think we should travel to the next stage, right? So, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. See, we are not just transformed location. We have actually found you're almost the father of these robots, right? Is that a fair? It is, yeah. Gershon, I will see you in a moment again, right? Diego, my good friend, we have seen production beats. We have seen the sensors. We start to understand that here at HP's booth, you have made 8 entirely kind of, let's say, automated solutions. and AMRs are a tremendously important part of this. What is it we see here?
Well, you said kind of automated solutions. Let me say, here you actually get to see fully automated solutions. This is a lights out solution where the robot is actually operating the press from start to finish all by itself. We actually just concluded one of our demos where it does that, where it automatically loads the press, automatically unloads the press. No human intervention, no one pressing buttons, no smoke and mirrors. This is reality today.
So does that mean that, let's say now the machine is finished, it removes our pallet of paper. Does that mean that if you have a job where you need like 10,000 sheets and you only have 5,000 sheets in it, now it's finished printing, it brings a new pallet and then it goes on, continue?
Sure, so even if there's other jobs in the queue that are going to use a new substrate, then the press itself will make a call to the robot proactively saying, in 5 minutes I'm going to need this substrate, please go to the warehouse, grab the substrate and be back here before I need it. Because we can always have a robot waiting on the press, we can't ever have a press waiting on the robot.
So what we see here is of course like something that you've been working on for some time, but we have talked to Gershon about how Print OS is, let's say, the connector of all of this. So is that connected to the robot?
So as of today in this phase, it's not, but we're certainly headed that direction. The idea is we take something like production beat, and when we know what a finisher is producing and when we know how far a finisher is in its production of a specific job or a specific pallet, then the finisher as well can make a proactive call to the robot saying, I'm going to be done in this time. So when we have the press and the finishers all making proactive statements, now we have linked production from start to finish, with not only all of the production being monitored, but now all of the transport between the production being automated.
Quite amazing, isn't it?
It's fun. We've been dreaming about this for many, many years. You know, I've been dreaming about this in my own shops for decades, and now it's real.
And now
it's here.
And you've been part of developing. It must be very exciting, right?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. So obviously, I know that this doesn't come overnight, and of course, there's like a lot of things it can still improve on. But the reaction here from Drupa, how has that been?
Oh, the reaction has been great. It's fun when you watch it finally click in someone's head, where they go from going, oh, you're moving a pallet from one place to another, to when it finally snaps in their head and they go, wait a second. No, this is a fully autonomous press now. This is lights out production. And that's not in the future, that's real today.
Fantastic. Well, I think it's about time to snap because we have to go to the next location. So are you leaving us now? I guess so, right? You have to work here, right?
Right at this moment.
Okay, but let's see if we can get Gershon on board again. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. So Gershon, why did you disappear when we were seeing robots? You don't like robots, or?
I mean, Diego is the expert, is the best person to talk about the robots, so I just, took a break.
I mean, you sit in Israel, he sits in the middle of Utah, right? How does that work? I mean, can you communicate and collaborate on the distance? Or?
Morten, it's a small village, Yeah, we work very well together.
But it's amazing to see, and as he said, it was a dream that came true for him because he's been working on that idea for many, many years. I mean, you've been with HP for many years. Has it also been something that you have been dreaming of seeing this happen?
Absolutely. I mean, again, like, when we started this journey, it's all based on independent solutions that are chained together. So what we need to do, we need to work on the solutions and we need to chain them. And so it's a very long journey. It's a very long journey. There are no shortcuts. There's no one system fits all. No. We need to work with many partners, with many solutions. Basically, identify a problem and solve it. Identify a problem and solve it. And here, we are here in the automated packaging value chain. Another problem that we are trying to solve. At this point, we are only showing it and trying to get feedback because we need to see what the market is thinking. So I'll tell you what's the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is that, Morten, all these mosaic jobs,
of course,
collage jobs, right? All the personalized packaging.
So, sorry to interrupt. So basically, just for people to know, that basically means that when we talk about mosaic, that basically means that you can take a design, alter it, so you have a lot of variations, because you can do variations, but it would be a tough job if you had to do it manually.
Right. But in the end, what you get is a customized packaging, right? So
You're doing
Coca-Cola.
you're doing it. Sorry to interrupt. You're doing it on the Drupa Daily with what they think, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. The Drupa Daily is also the header is with Mosaic, and we had many brands along the years that did it, like Coca-Cola, Nutella, many others, and the feedback is great, right? And they get higher exposure, brand equity, they get social media exposure. It's all good. They get increase in sales. Still, we don't see many vendors doing that, right? With this, you could think that, hey, it will be very popular. And we asked ourselves why, and we consulted with our partner ESCO, right? And we worked together on why doesn't it happen much more? We've talked with a few vendors, we've talked with a few converters, brands, and we realized that actually it's not popular because it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very complex to do it. So what we've decided to do is we've decided to make it as simple as static job. What we've done is we've integrated the HP creative tools with the ESCO workflow tools. So both for the brand on ESCO Web Center, ESCO Web Center is now able to treat mosaic job, collage job, customization job as a regular citizen on Web Center. Okay, so from the brand perspective that is using Web Center, just another file, right? Yeah, behind it, yeah, there is a lot of customization, but so when you do approvals,
Yeah.
when you do, it's all the same as static job.
Yeah.
And then on the converter side, we've integrated PrintOS Composer with automation engine. So again, the converter continued to work regularly with this automation engine, and it just works.
One of the things I can't help think about when we talk about, let's say that scope, that is of course that all you guys that produce digital equipment, of course, wants to both capture an audience understanding the value of personalization and variations in your, and also to get them into your ecosystem. And I guess that when you say that it has a high brand value, you have tested it, right? So this is not just something you say, that is something
No, this
that
is what
works.
the brands are telling us.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
brands are telling us that they see a lot of value here. But it's difficult.
Yeah.
It is difficult, the execution is difficult, and everything is non-standard.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
We said we have to make it standard.
Yeah.
And ESCO, as a leader in this market, if we integrate with them, it becomes standard.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we've done. I'll be able to show you later, but there is a customer demo here. But we are now collecting the feedback. Some feedbacks were extremely positive. Some feedback were I don't think that I need it.
But sometimes it's just a matter of time, right?
But now the next step will be to do the proof of concept with those who see the value, and then progress from there.
See, our time has run out, so we need to transform us to a canteen or a cup of coffee or something like that. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
1, 2, 3.